So the British International School, Ardingly Astana, is exactly that. It is a British school. So we follow the British system and the British structures that you would find commonly used in any school in the United Kingdom. So our school here starts with what we call Key Stage 1. That's our littlest children. They start at 5 years old, which we call Year 1. And then Key Stage 1 is Years 1 and 2, where we lay down the foundations for learning. We encourage them to be confident, we want them to explore their understanding, we want them to be able to question and be interested in what they're going to do. It's not about training them to be well behaved and good little children, it's about encouraging them to be explorers and to enjoy life at school. We then move into Key Stage 2, which is 4 year groups, Years 3 to 6. By the time they finish Year 6, they will be 11 years old. And here, they are taught by a mixture of specialist teachers and a class teacher. So they will have specialist lessons in music and in art, but then they will stay with their class teacher for maths, English and science. And the reason for that is we want a teacher to pay really close attention to the individual pupil and make sure that everybody is developing their learning in a strong and positive way, and that they are meeting our expectations and the national standards that we apply from the United Kingdom. We then move into the secondary school at the end of Year 6, and we have Key Stage 3, which is Years 7, 8 and 9, and by the time they finish Year 9, they will be 14 years old. During this period, we continue to follow the same subjects as they had in Key Stage 2. The significant differences are that they are taught in every lesson by a specialist. So they will have a specialist maths teacher, a science teacher, an English teacher, and of course the content becomes much harder, much more detailed, and we go into a lot more depth about subjects. During Year 9, there is the first stage of choices in the system, when you as a parent and the pupil will get to decide on some of the IGCSE subjects your child will take in the next phase of their education. Some things are compulsory, so maths, English, sciences are compulsory, but then there will be choices about what languages you study, what humanities, what arts subjects, what you might pick up business studies or economics. And then they start IGCSEs in Year 10, and that's Year 10 and Year 11, and at the end of Year 11, they will get their IGCSE results. And again, during Year 11, we will have looked at all the possibilities of your child for A-level, and they will pick 4 subjects from their IGCSE subjects to take at A-level. Those 4 subjects might be a combination of sciences, language, and humanities. Those subjects will be based around what your child may want to do when they go to university. Some children will know what they want to do at university, and we can guide them to the right A-levels. Some children will not be sure, so we will encourage a broad choice of A-levels. And then at the end of Year 13, pupils graduate with their A-level results, and then they can go to any university of their choice around the world. And that is the beauty of our education system. We are not locked in to any university system in the world. All university systems in the world are open to our pupils. So we could have pupils going to Canada, pupils going to America, many pupils going to the UK, Singapore, Australia. Some may wish to stay in Kazakhstan and go to some of the local universities or international universities here. That is all available to them through our education system when they graduate with their A-levels. Many parents think that it's okay to keep their children in the Kazakh system as long as possible. That is your choice. But the longer you leave your child in the Kazakh system before you move them over to our system, the harder it is to assimilate into our school. So their learning has to be rapidly expanded because they've got to settle into the school, they've got to develop their English language to the right level, and they've also got to absorb all the knowledge and the information to take the subjects at this exacting level for A-level. So we actually encourage parents to move their children earlier than A-level or IGCSE. Ideally, move them when they're young, but if your child is currently, say, 11 or 12 years old, we'd be very keen to talk to you about them moving into our school for next year and joining the first phase of our secondary school. I hope this has been useful, and we would like to speak to you very much about possibilities at Ardingly.